I don't think we should without a healer present, Lucy said. It's okay, Shogun said. We have 20 healers on campus right now. Go slow and let them try. She was curious and stepped behind Lucy to see the results as they came up. The test came in the same order it did for her. Heat, cold, electricity, laser, and then the impact test. Alex showed great pain tolerance as he held his hand on the electrical pads until he just couldn't stand it anymore. On the impact test, he held the outside of his leg against the machine as the paddle thumped the side of his leg. Lucy didn't seem surprised by the results as they came in. She was exceptionally surprised. Lucy must not know who Alex is related to, she thought. Well, we might just have a little alpha in the making, Lucy said. Your durability rating is at 1800 norms. Shogun wasn't paying much attention until Lucy said that number. Did you say 18 norms? No, 1800 norms. Which alpha are you related to? All part of his secret identity, right, Alex? She said quickly. Yeah, my identity is a secret. They even have HU people that come to the house to homeschool me. I'd have worn my costume if they let me, Alex said. She took Alex by the hand and led him away from the testing area. Shogun and Dr. Noguchi were quickly in tow. I thought his parents were near misses, Shogun said. His brother was more than a near miss. Maybe he is too, she said. Maybe he will be an alpha someday, Dr. Noguchi said. We have to tell Connors about this, Shogun said. I'll tell him after break. Let's just keep today light, she said, and her father nodded. Later in the evening, the bots set up a cookout in the park in the center of campus. The smell of the food cooking let everyone know to start gathering. Glimmer and her parents made their way over to say hello to the Pringles during the evening cookout. Did you tell your mother you learned French? Glimmer asked. He did not, Mrs. Pringle said as she turned to her son and asked him something in French. Cosmos answered her quickly in French. Glimmer's parents watched the quick exchange. Mr. Pringle was waiting for the two to finish before he interrupted. It's good to see you again, Mr. Pringle said to Glimmer's father. It's a pleasure to see you again also, Mr. Dumont said. I'd like you both to meet my wife. Cosmos and Glimmer watched their parents introduce themselves and start making small talk. It looked funny to the two of them to have their very different parents try to find something common to talk about. How does it feel wearing the armor this long? Glimmer asked Cosmos. It used to really seem heavy and uncomfortable, but it's getting better. This latest version bends better and rubs less. Also, as my strength goes up, it seems lighter, Cosmos answered. How much does this version weigh? It's down to 61 pounds, so to me, it's like it is just less than 7 pounds. It's getting better. How is the protection in it? Still can't take a hit from Olympian or anything like that. I can take a bunch from other hitters before getting benched. Glimmer laughed. That's only because you let them get you when your force bubble is down. Well, that's what armor is for. I can't always have a force bubble up, Cosmos said. Couldn't you? Does it tire you? No, it's really no effort once the bubble is up. But it's like being a superhero in a super hamster ball. It's nice to use a chair and be normal, you know? Make a chair in the hamster ball, Glimmer teased. Just not the same. Connors had made his way around to say hello to the parents and ended on visiting Shogun. Shogun and Connors quickly walked away together. What a team. I saw the highlights reel you made, Shogun said. Your daughter is extraordinary, isn't she? Connors said. She really is. They all are. I can't get over your picks. They're strong enough to be an alpha team in the field now. I know. It's scary how quick they learn. Once they gel together more and Darkspeed becomes the leader he can be, they'll just need to finish their education. How's combat training coming? She and Olympian are learning like you did. Darkspeed is taking a touch longer. That speed thing is like a crutch for him. Cosmos took a jump to where she was and isn't really concerned about hand-to-hand anymore. He's all energy combat now. Virtuoso and Bioforce are busy with the books. You said something about needing extra coaches here. Have you given any thought to Olympian's brother Achilles? I've been keeping an eye on him. He should have been an alpha leader, Shogun said. I know. I had him checked out back when. Amunet said he was the stay near home type, Connor said. That's a shame. He's got all the skills and a good power set. Smart, too. Not everyone's cut out for the same thing. I'm going to let you get back to your family. I'll stop by your hall over break and say hello, Connor said as he started to step back from Shogun. Good. A new squid ball place opened up not far from the hall. I'll take you there when you come. Connors made a funny face. I can't wait. Shogun began to walk back to his family. Oh, and she has something she needs to talk to you about over break. Make sure she doesn't forget. I will. Good night. Shogun and the other parents enjoyed the sunset with their children. When the light faded, the families returned to the dorm pavilion and continued their conversations there. "It's past 10, Mrs. Pringle said. "We call that 2200, Cosmo said. "Whatever you call it, it's time to get Alex to bed." "Your mother's right. We need to get back to the hotel and get to sleep." "They said the sparrows will start running at 8, Mr. Pringle said. "Well, you take Alex back, and I'm going to tuck my son in," Mrs. Pringle said. "Mom," Cosmo said. "We can do it quiet, or I can announce it to everyone. What's it going to be?" "Okay, just don't make a big deal of it," Cosmo said as he said goodnight to his father and brother. "I'll be back to the hotel in a little while," Mrs. Pringle said as she led her son to his room. Slowly, the other parents parted with their children to make their way back to the hotel. By 2300, all the alphas had made it to bed and the parents were in their hotel rooms.